Hi, my name is Eric Wilson. I'm an independent licensed mechanic with 30 years of experience. In the next 7 minutes, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2011 Ram 1500. Now, coming in on the front right tire, you've got about 40% tread on aggressive snow tires. So down, but definitely not out. Now, coming behind the front right tire, you've got brand new brakes on the front, brand new brakes and rotors on the front. So you got like 50,000 K, lots and lots of brakes and brand new rotors on the front. Now this is your outer CV boot. Now that's full of grease, and if it was ripped, you'd see it dripping all over the place here. It's not. This is the inner CV boot, and again, full of grease, and if it was ripped, you'd see it right away. So that's important because that greases the CV axles to drive you forward. Now this is your front strut, okay? And if it was leaking, you'd see oil dripping all the way down here because it's full of oil. So that is doing what it's supposed to do. Your spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. This is your upper ball joint here. Your upper ball joint here is critical because it holds the wheel to the chassis. It is tight. This is your lower ball joint here, critical as well because it holds the wheel to the chassis. So suspension wise, leak wise, brake wise, so far no issues. Now speaking of leak wise, a place that leaked, this is the bottom of the transmission here, and if it's going to leak, it'll leak. You'll see it right here. Another place, if you're going to see it, this is the bottom of the oil pan here, and you see for yourself good and dry. So another leak point would be right here where the drive shaft goes into the front diff, and see for yourself good and dry. So leak wise, I'm not seeing anything of any concern so far. Now this is the most important thing in the entire car because it's the only thing that holds the wheel to the steering, and this is brand new. It's just been changed, so you've got lots and lots of time left on your outer tie rod here. Now this is your right front sway bar link connected from here up to here, doing its job. So I mean, suspension wise, brake wise, I'm not seeing anything. Another shot of on the front bottom, this is the front of the bottom of the motor, and again you can see for yourself, good and dry, no oil leaks on your driveway. Okay, coming in on the front left tire, again about 40% tread on all season radios, down but definitely not out. Your brand new brakes and rotors, you've still got the paint on them. On your front, your upper ball joint is tight, your lower ball joint is tight, your outer CV boot, good and dry, your inner CV boot, good and dry, your shock, again, if you follow it up, good and dry. Rusty's a good thing, oily's a bad thing, and that's good. So no dripping. Your spring up and no cracks, no breaks on your front suspension. Just another quick perusal of the front differential, and a leak point being right here if it was going to leak, and it's good and dry. So no issues with that so far. Now this is your left outer tie rod, and this one hasn't been changed, but it is tight. So that's critical. This is your left front sway bar link connected from here to here, doing its job. So far I'm not seeing anything of any issues on the front. Okay, now coming in on the left rear tire, about 40% tread on aggressive snow tires. So you're definitely ready for the winter. Now this is your left sway bar link connected from here to here. This is brand new, just been changed. The left spring suspension, if you follow it up, no cracks, no breaks in your spring suspension. On your rear brakes, oh yeah, brand new brakes, okay? See, you still got paint on your rotors there. Brand new brakes and rotors in the front and back. So you're looking at 50,000 front, 50,000 back. So lots and lots of brakes. Now the bottom, this is the differential, and if it's going to leak, it's going to leak right here, okay? Because you see it all around here, and that is good and dry. Another leak point is right here. If it was going to leak, it was going to leak right here. No leaks that I can see whatsoever. So leak wise, I'm not seeing any issues so far. Brake wise, definitely good. And your right rear sway bar length, now this is the original, but it's definitely tight, so that is connected, doing its job. Your brand new brakes and rotors, okay, and you can just see there's your paint on your rotors even, and brand new brakes and rotors on the rear. Your your right rear suspension, a little harder to see there, but no cracks, no breaks, no leaks that I can see. All your connection points here, your sway bar link, your suspension parts here, all tight. Your exhaust is, you have no muffler on this car. This has got cherry bombs, so it's if you like a nice throaty truck, you're gonna get it with this one, because all you got is the cherry bombs on the end of the dual exhaust there. So she's definitely not to let you know she's coming. Got your class 3 hitch, which is kind of handy, and your 7-prong hookup. Now you got 226 396K on your motor. There is no check engine lights. Your AC, oh yay, blowing nice and cold. Got a crack in your windshield, so you're gonna need to change that up. Now I'll take you out and show you the condition of the motor. Okay, 5.7 Hemi. Very, very reliable motor. It's been around for long and ever. Yeah, just very reliable. And I am not hearing anything of any concern on this. Okay, shot of your exhaust with the motor running. Very clean and no concern. Now, I'll just give you a tip here. If you're ever looking at a car to buy, the first thing you want to do before you even do anything is take the oil cap off and look inside, and if you see any kind of white goo, walk away, because that would indicate that this is the oil cap for the motor, and if you look inside, if there's any kind of white goo, that would indicate an internal leakage of oil and antifreeze, which mean big problems. Okay, so number one, if you're ever looking at a car to buy, look at that first. If you see white goo, walk away. If not, you're okay to go ahead and check it out further. Now, this is good and clean, so there is no indication of internal leakage, and I'm giving this truck a heads up, okay? I'm giving it a definite clean bill of health. I mean, the exhaust is definitely louder than I like it, but then, hey, that could be your preference, and just so you're aware of that. And that and the cracked windshield. Oh, one other thing too, the license plate lights don't work as well. So a couple of small things, but other than that, I don't see any issues with this. It's been well maintained, definitely had some work done, and yeah, it's good to go. Then have a good one. Thank you very much. Oh, one more thing I forgot to tell you is that if you do decide to buy this, then I will put on, at no cost to you, a 10% fuel saving device. I've done it for 20 years. It never fails, and it'll save you 10% of fuel forever. Never stops working, and it's yours free of charge. Just ask the dealer. I'll be the one to do it for you, and that, my friend, is just going to save you fuel in this thing from now on. 10%, can't go wrong. Have a good one, and hopefully this helps. Bye bye.